Ladies and gentlemen, I have heard some very, very troubling things about Honkai Star Rail. And this is the thing. This is the reality of this situation over here. So I'm not actually going to go ahead and watch the whole video by Braxophone when it comes to Hyacine and her level of strength in this game. I just know from some of the numbers that I've seen that she's absurdly, ridiculously broken. And the only thing that I actually want to take a look at real fast over here is the easiest MOC zero cycle of Braxophone's life. And we're just going to go ahead and check out just how easy this was, because of course, he pulled all the new 5-star limited units. E0S1, Caceres, Hyacine. Of course, and you're going to have tribbles on the team as well. Because, yeah, you gotta pull the entire suite to make your Remembrance TB usable. Let's just check it out over here. Alright, Pollux, Netherwing Husk, Fairy of Souls. Let's see what we got over here. Let's check it out, buddy boy. Is he cooking? Surely we can play it a little bit faster. You should have just put it on auto. Let's see what we got over here. Boom. Boom. There we go. 1.8 million E0S1. Phase 1 over. Oh, we already got the dragon again. How do we already have the dragon again? So the dragon died. And then Pollux just... Okay, Pollux gives us 70%. Alright, and we're gonna go again. We're gonna go again. And the dragon is back. Oh. Another, 2 million this time. So part of it naturally is going to be Pollux's mechanic that went ahead and, regenerated and restored and deleted your HP bar. But one thing I really wanted to take a look at over here is we gotta see that damage from Hyacine, right? Oh. When she used her ultimate over here. The clear is so fast I can't find it. When did she even use her ultimate? Oh, that's not her ultimate. Yeah, that did 345k on her, I guess her Memo Sprite's attack. That's more than like half the DPS characters on the roster. And this is your healer. After seeing this gameplay, or actually getting told about this gameplay, I decided, wait, there should probably be some calculations out at this point regarding just how strong this Tribby Hyacine combo actually is. There should be somebody that's been running some of the numbers that has access to the creator server. And so with that, with the guide out and all of this footage shown, why don't we go ahead and actually take a look at some of the numbers somebody's curated? The only team that is being censored over here is actually the Cypher one. So we're not going to be showing any of the numbers for that bad boy because of course she's not released yet. But every other team over here is going to be showing Hyacine, E0S1, along with Tribby, and then all of the different teams in the game that this combo is being used with. Apparently, these are the top DPS teams that currently exist on the roster. And so, let's just go ahead and break them all down. We got Caceres E0S1, obviously, with Tribby, RMC, and Hyacine, the team that Brax used. That's doing about 13 million a rotation. That's the 100% mark that people are trying to beat or really just match up to at this point. Then you got My Day with Sunday, Tribby Hyacine. Not really that close behind. 85. Anaxa, Tribby, Bronya. Oh, wow. A 1.0 unit. E4. And then Hyacine, 67. And then you got Herda in 4th place with Herda, Anaxa, Tribby, and Hyacine. Noticing a trend over here. Tribby, Hyacine for pretty much every single fucking team in the game. Yeah, that one's going to be 66. Then you got the... We're just going to ignore that one. Then you got the Fei Zhao, Tribby, Cypher. Okay. Wait, let's pretend that one's not in there too. And we got Blade, with My Day's Light Cone, Sunday, Tribby, and Hyacine. Actually, over here in 7th place. And the only team on here that does not actually involve Hyacine, that's within the top 10, is Aglaya, Sunday, Robin, and Wowo. That is the only one. And what you're gonna notice on here, ladies and gentlemen, do you guys see any Super Break characters? Do we see a Rappa, a Firefly, any of that stuff? We don't see it until all the way at 14, and that's with Boot Hill. If you pulled Super Break thinking that it was gonna be good, you might as well go fuck yourself. And you want to know what makes this actually the worst part of all? And here, I'm just gonna turn on the sad music over here. I'll tell you exactly why this is one of the most troubling things that has ever occurred in the history of the game. Because Casterus was naturally released during 3.2, during the anniversary, right? You want to know who else ran alongside her in version 3.2? This unit. They went ahead and they decided to market this Super Break team at the same exact time as Casterus. And they have proceeded to completely power creep the fuck out of this. And you already know what's going to happen when it comes to the trajectory of this game. All the Super Break teams now just do way less damage than all the teams with Hyacine and Tribby. Make sure you have this little freak as well. They all do less than Hyacine and Tribby. And that means that Super Break is now probably just not going to be able to clear. It's probably just not going to be able to clear anymore. You want to know how strong Hyacine and Tribby are? They're literally so strong that Dot is actually now stronger than every other Super Break team. As long as you pull Hyacine and Tribby. You pull these 2 HP scalers. Remembrance HP, whatever, nightmare fucking units. And the Dot teams are literally stronger than the Super Break teams now. They're stronger than Rappa and they're stronger than Firefly. Just because of how absolutely busted this combo right here is. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm at a loss for words at what these developers have done to the game. And I am at a loss for words at the level of fucking corporate malpractice involved with them putting this unit on banner in version 3.2. And now in version 3.3, they are binning every single Super Break team that isn't Boot Hill. They are literally throwing it right into the fucking garbage. I'm honestly, I'm shocked. I'm concerned. I have no idea what to even think at this moment in time. I didn't even think they would do this. They run the Super Break enabler in 3.2, and then they kill Super Break in 3.3. This has to be one of the biggest spits in the fucking face that a player could have received. Because you want to know why they ran Fug You alongside Asterisk? Because Remembrance MC, this unit over here, right, is a core unit on the Caster Ricey team. And if you're using Remembrance MC, right, well, naturally, you're not going to be able to use the Harmony one, which is the Super Break enabler, right? You can't use the Harmony run. And so people are like, oh, I need Remembrance MC to go ahead and pull my Casterus and make her strong. But I still have, you know, units like I still have my Firefly, right? I still have my Ron May. I want to make sure that all of my limited pulls for Firefly and Ron May don't get wasted. I want to make sure that, like, you know, especially if I pulled their Light Cone and stuff too, that these expenditures weren't wasted. And so, since I'm using RMC, I'm going to pull Fug You too, so my Super Break team is still viable, it's still meta. Then they do this. Then they do this. And very soon, the Super Break team is not going to do enough damage. It is not going to do enough damage to clear. Because guess what? The game's now going to be balanced around you having Tribby and Hyacine. That's going to be the new damage floor of the game. Having those two units in the MOC. Because guess what? They did the exact same thing with Acheron. They did the exact same thing with all the 3.0 characters. With the Herda. All of that. And guess what? If you pulled this unit, and funnily enough, if you pulled this unit Or, the oh-so-generous Hoyoverse gave you the gold token and then you spent it on Rime because they were so generous and kind during the anniversary to let you get her for free because she's still gonna be so good, right? She's useless, too. Why do you think they gave her out for free? Why do you think Rime was free, you fucking idiots? Because they were gonna power creep the fuck out of her the next patch. Yep, it's cooked. It is cooked, ladies and gentlemen. They gave you this unit for free. They let you redeem her for free. Because they knew that they were going to fucking destroy the balance of the game and make her fucking useless in the very next patch. Hoyoverse knows what they're doing. They're milking you like fucking cows. And all you did during the anniversary... Okay, how do I... Oh, we're doing this again. How do I find the anniversary? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, I'm still lost. All you idiots did, right, was just keep buying all this shit. You just kept buying all of these amazing deals. That's just all you could just keep doing. They made hundreds of millions of dollars off of you absolute dumbasses during the anniversary. And you loved it. You first time topped up. They had the spending event where you're incentivized to spend $250 fucking dollars. I don't even know how to find it again. There's a reason why they gave you one of these golden companion spirits for free. You want to know why? Because the units that are going into that shop are going to be fucking useless. Just like how Rime, after the release of this stupidly broken fucking unit, who's a healer that does more damage than DPS characters, just like a Scaffier in fucking Genshin, because they're gonna do stuff like that. And I cannot believe this is happening just one patch later. I am baffled that this is happening one patch later. They might as well just add Fug You as a final fuck you to the player base and throw her into the shop as well, right after her banner ended. Because you know that she's gonna be dog shit and not even worth using anymore. Yeah, I wouldn't even be surprised. Yeah, they should just do it, to be honest. And you just let yourself be milked like cows. You just let yourself just keep spending. You had no problem with it at all. Called it one of the best patches ever. And all they're doing is just proceeding to make the game even more predatory. Hope you didn't pull E1S1. God forbid you pulled E2S1. Hope you didn't pull this stupid pink fox. Because Acheron's not doing shit anymore because she can't use Hyacine and Tribby. Hope you didn't pull her because Super Break is dead in a ditch. And if you pulled her, just uninstall the game at this point. Yeah, you can't use that new broken combo. And so yeah, guys, it's pretty clear what's going on. These devs hate you. These devs despise you. These devs are at the point where they think you're stupid. They think you're not going to notice. And I think they're banking on the fact that endgame is, once again, the endgame is becoming pay to play. If you want to enjoy this game just for the story, go for it. Right? There's nothing holding you back from just playing this game as a story game, other than the story being one of the worst fucking things in gacha gaming. But if you want to play this game as an end game, you know, an actual challenging thing, a fun activity, you're going to have to shell out the cash, because it is no longer going to be possible unless you pull every single new limited unit. Because even teams that you thought were safe, Robin here shows up one fucking time, boys. And the only time Robin shows up is with Aglaia, another new unit that released in 3.0. Even on the follow-up team, ladies and gentlemen, with Fei Zhao, Robin is not even there anymore. Yeah, Robin's no longer Fei Zhao's best support. It's Tribby and Hyacine, just like 90% of the fucking roster. So yeah, I mean, I gotta say, ladies and gentlemen, this is absolutely 1,000,000% undeniably fucking cooked. Assuming that those calculations are true, right? Those calculations could entirely be wrong. They could just be doom posting the game. But when you know that every single character in this game is stronger than the last one, and the devs have a proven track record of doing that, yeah, I am more inclined to take those numbers seriously that are showing that's the case. Because there has not been a single release in this game that's been weaker than the previous ones. Not a single one. Every single one's just elevated the damage ceiling. It's just made every single MOC harder. And it's continuing to leave older characters in the dust. Except this time, she's a character that left everybody in the dust. And she's soon gonna be useless. Where's Rime? Yeah, her too. Better get ready for the next round of limited supports, boys, if you want to keep playing this game and not fucking bang your head against a wall in the endgame. So with that, hopefully this was helpful in getting you to finally make the decision to quit this dog shit fucking game. Because I know I certainly have. And peace out.